Welcome to your favorite news network, the Dusty News Network. You know where Negro news comes first, and I'm just so excited to be your host today. Breaking news. I've been grifting Anton for about 2 months, and I'm actually tired of talking about him. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I made a lot of money, and I done brought my mama a brand new wig.
He's right, you know.
But as you know, people just keep on digging, and digging, right? And one of the things that, Anton Daniels has been trying to do these last 2 months is to show and prove to the world that everybody that he used to be cool with just turned on him for no reason. This is the one thing he always wants to prove, right? But we got to always remember that Anton has said this.
But if I can't leverage
we lagging. We lagging. Let me close that out. Hold on. Let me close that out. Man, we lagging. We dropping already.
I have no use for you. I don't give a about how wide your mouth is, whether you can swallow a Coke can. I'm not impressed with how much you can twerk. I don't give a about how old you are. None of that stuff matters to me. Can I leverage you in order to continue to get to a better bag? And will you be more successful as a result of joining my team? That's the conversation that I'm interested in having.
So he'll use you as long as he can get something from you.
He don't care how good they can twerk. Shorty come around him, she gotta give it up. So I don't know if that's true.
Which is why he grifted and attached himself to Kevin Samuels. And as soon as Kevin Samuels died, it wasn't too long that he was cool with Fresh and Fit. He'll just do anything for money. So he is not loyal, right? So he said it himself. If he can't leverage you, he ain't got no use for your ass.
Damn.
And that's important because we want to talk about the friendship or business relationship that he had with Six the Goddess, okay? Now, Six the Goddess is a popular YouTuber here in the black space, has been so far the last 5 to 6 years, and they used to collaborate. Now, Anton Daniels and a lot of his posting strategy, like posting a whole bunch of content, streaming a whole lot and chopping it up and making quick content, that strategy actually comes from Just Pearly Thing. And the whole idea
it comes from everybody does that shit. Nigga.
Is to put out as much content as you can and try to make as much money as you can.
That really comes from streamers, bro.
And flood the algorithm, which she is the one that I know that really taught a lot of YouTubers how to do it, in particular Anton Daniels. So there was a time where Anton Daniels was putting down a lot of the black women and then praising Just Pearly Things. This was also the reason why I left the Black Manosphere community, because Obsidian and these other guys were doing something very similar. So that's why I stopped dealing with the Black Manosphere. But the reality is that Six the Goddess did not like the fact that Anton was downing black women and really elevating Just Pearly Things. And while they had a relationship, she tried to tell him about it.
This situation definitely should have just been let it go. We was cool at one point. We're going to just let it go. But instead, he drugged me for filth the next day. And no, he wrong. That's why he edited that shit out, that video. And when I let you know, hey, that's hurtful. That's not it. You're disparaging black women for a white woman. I don't like that. His response to that was the next day to go drag me and then invite Pearl onto his show. Is that someone who was a friend and someone you needed to be loyal to? That's someone who been feeling a way about you.
So what did Anton do?
What did he do, huh?
He started firing shots at her ass. That's right, drug her for filth and then brought Just Pearly Things onto the platform. I mean, just basically dusting it up.
Yo, Kiave Burns, appreciate the sub. Hope I said that right.
But then it gets worse.
So the part that really bothered me was that he got up there and he was, telling people that basically they shouldn't watch me. So damn. So you want to affect my business? You want to affect my views?
then started telling his subscribers not to watch her. But wait, there's more.
But the number one thing that he said that really bothered me
is what?
Was he got up there and said, y'all over there watching her, getting advice from her, and y'all ain't even
What?
So basically, why you watching her and you ain't even clapping? All of these
what sense does that even make?
Things are the same stuff I've heard leveraged from No Captivity with Freeze. You know, a whole bunch of other people saying the same thing, right? Now, shout out to the House of Hypocrites. Because once he did all of this, Anton pulled up to the stream like ain't nothing happened.
What did you come on here to say, Anton?
I came to say that this is some fake shit, Six, because you know you got my number in real life.
What do I need to say?
Anytime, well, if you're gonna let me speak, let me speak. Anytime that anybody has ever had a question, you know we didn't always reached out to each other. I even when fuckers that I was rocking with, that I was paying, that I was having conversations with, when they was coming against you, I never turned on you. I never. And no, hold on. You know this. You know this because we had real conversations in person. You sat in my crib and we had these conversations. You know I defended you. You know I ain't never mentioned your name one time. We didn't always disagree on almost everything that we stood on. Me and you had a conversation about how much we disagreed in my motherfucking kitchen.
I mean, like, this is what the dude does, right? All this time, he's over there, you know, when we got a problem, we should just solve it. But the whole time, he was throwing shade, throwing sneak disses, doing little sucker stuff all the
He's starting a problem.
time. And then you see what's going on with Mika. You see he been lying. You see he been deleting all kind of videos. And I want to give a shout out again to House of Hypocrites and No Captivity with Freeze, Lakeisha Keisha. Y'all been doing excellent work. But the whole idea of all of this is too many content creators are really just on here trying to do whatever they can just to make money and just shitting on people, ruining relationships for no reason, just for the bag, and then try to come back and act like they didn't know nothing about this. And shout out to also the LTTV, brother LTTV over there. Then you're just blatantly lying, blatantly hypocritical. You're getting caught up lying almost every week. And like the whole black sector is just sitting back, like getting all of this information. In other words, don't be like Anton. Next story. Guys, I hate to admit this. Typically North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee are the 4 dustiest states out there.
Is that right?
But I'm not gonna lie, family.
Why? Wow.
Alabama is starting to get on my radar.
What did I hear about Alabama recently? Oh yeah, they passed some type of law where if your kids smell like weed, they gonna arrest you. Cause your kids smell like weed. That's what I heard. What are you about to say about Alabama though? This nigga said Tennessee, Georgia, but North Carolina, the dustiest states. That's tough. I don't know if that's true though.
Y'all down bad out there. I mean, outside of Mobile and Birmingham, and I don't even know, y'all crime rate is crazy. Y'all is doing some incredible stuff. Like these teachers at this high school and a police officer, when I tell you that they're dusty, it puts the capital D on the dust.
Providing what?
Here's a look at the 4 school district employees. Antavius Belgrave is listed as the teacher at Aliceville High School. Roderick Granger and Winston Bishop identified as Aliceville High School employees on the school website. Lakeithia Williams is listed as an Aliceville Elementary School employee on the website. DA Andy Hamlin says the 4 plus an Aliceville police officer are all facing charges related to child sexual abuse material.
Wow.
Chief Tony Jones declined for now to answer questions, but did issue this statement.
The Aliceville police.
I mean, Alabama, Arkansas, you know, them the top 2 states for people that, you know, out here in Oklahoma, we call them the cousin fuckers. You know what I'm saying? They be doing it with their cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put it past them. And typically that's like the white people shit though. We got five nigglets right here. You know what I'm saying? That's tragic, man. It's tragic.
Department is aware of the arrest of Officer Camion Hughes, which took place on February 17th, 2026.
And this is the same school.
Approximately 6:26 p.m. by the Pickens County Sheriff's Department. The alleged allegations against Officer Camion Hughes are serious, and the matter remains under an investigation.
So basically, we can assume that the police officer was letting this shit slide.
Officer Gary has been
along with whatever he was doing,
placed on an unpaid administrative leave pending an outcome of this investigation.
This was the joint investigation carried out by the DA, Aliceville Police, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, and the State Bureau of Investigation.
How are y'all at the school? I mean, you already trying to do the SE actual stuff. Selling photos, selling video. No, y'all selling alcohol and drugs at the school.
That's what they doing?
And you know what made it bad? All of y'all black. It couldn't be one white person up there. No, couldn't be all of y'all. Black, African American, Black American, FBA, all of y'all.
Right,
and wasn't no Nigerian there, wasn't no Caribbean there. It wasn't nobody was selling.
Yeah, that don't even matter, bro. The white folks still gonna look at them like black, bro.
So all of y'all had Reeboks and Jabos.
In the state of Alabama, I want to Google this because I just assume Alabama's like a hella white population.
Yeah, they broke up. Yeah, they broke up.
Black
in a beach.
population. 25%. That's pretty hefty. Shit, that's more than Oklahoma, I'll tell you that. We like 13. That's pretty hefty. So Alabama, Aliceville, Alabama has a predominantly black population. Wow. With estimates ranging from roughly 80% to 85% of its approximately 2,200 residents. So this is a small town, bro. And the fact that 5 of them, how long was they getting away with this? Like I said, I imagine that the police officer, bro, was probably like letting that shit slide because he had parts to do with it. This is a small town, bro. It only take one person to say something for the whole town to know about shit. 2,000 people, bro. Where is this at on the map? Alabama, Aliceville. So apparently, y'all can see that. If you're watching this on TikTok, you might not be able to see it. Oh yeah, you can. So apparently they like southern Alabama, or what is this showing for real? Which one is it? Is it here or there? Regardless, we see why it's black folks though that's in this headline here. You know what I'm saying? Which you know, the usual suspects is what the white folks say about black people, but we use it with the white people when it comes to this type of shit here. Is usually white folks, bro. What was I finna say, bro? So it's just tough, bro.
So, all of y'all had classics on. All of y'all had something. You all had on Timberlands. All of y'all gotta be from the community. How do y'all plan this shit every day? Do y'all have a WhatsApp? Like, yeah, man, look, who gonna sell the most cigarettes to the kids? Like, what do y'all say every day when you wake up?
So I thought it was child. Let me see. We could probably just Google this ourselves, bro. Alabama, Aliceville news. There it go, right there, top of the charts, nigga. 4 Aliceville school employees and police officer arrested in child sex abuse investigation. So he's saying that they sold drugs to him. All I heard was sex abuse, and then he talking about drugs and shit. So let's see. The officer, Cominion Gary, 20, is charged with solicitation of child cheese pizza. Wow. Sexual abuse, production of cheese pizza. Transmitting obscene material to a child by computer. Child molestation and enticing a child. So that's the first person that's even listed here, bro. Is the officer. Like, and he's 20 years old. This nigga on the left right here. This nigga on the left. Wow. So he 20-year-old police officer working at the school. Lakeitha Wilkins faces indecent exposure. This is the woman here. Child sex abuse, production of cheese pizza, transmitting. So basically the same shit. So we got 3 counts of ethics violation. This is also, okay, I'm looking at the wrong. Okay, so indecent exposure, 3 counts of sexual misconduct, 3 counts of ethics violation, 3 counts of failure to report, 3 counts of disturbing a private image or distributing a private image. That's Lakeitha. Roderick Granger, 41, is charged with possession, I got the worst education. Dissemination and solicitation of cheese pizza, as well as failure to report, according to the Alice Police Department. Roderick. So that's the dude on the far, or second to last on the right. I ain't gonna lie, these 2 dudes right here in the middle, they look like they'd do some shit like this. Even Shorty right here, she just look miserable and all type of shit. She look like she'd do something like that. Now these two young niggas, I think this probably the teacher here on the far right. The rest of them was like employees, is what they said. They didn't necessarily say they was teachers. Or O'Shea didn't, at least. So Cominion, the 20-year-old police, he the police officer. Lakeitha is and using her position for personal gain, she listed Aliceville Elementary School as 4th grade teacher. So she was a teacher. Granger is listed as a math teacher on Aliceville's high school website. So Winston Bishop, okay, here's another one. 58 is listed on the Aliceville High School website. His job is not listed. He's charged with solicitation of child, of P, possession of CP, distribution of a controlled substance. Okay, so he was providing drugs to the minors. And then, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Winston, Roderick, and what's this? The teacher? Antavius? Antavius, okay, is listed as an employee. Okay, so that must have been his charges. So they must have both been charged, Antavius and Lakeitha. So Antavius is listed as an employee with the Pickens County Board of Education. Pickens County. Documents say he used his position at the school for personal gain, procuring and sending sexually explicit digital photographs to a student. Under his authority, he is in jail on a $1 million bond and is charged with indecent. So this is what he was charged with. Doesn't necessarily say what Lakeitha. I was just assuming. I kind of skipped over it. But it's interesting. And this is a 80%, 85% predominantly black town of 2,200 individuals. That's crazy.
And go to bed. Y'all in a collusion on the young peoples. And you're doing the down bad black web, dark web type of stuff. And again, this is Alabama.
$1 million bond.
This is y'all Y'all is really rising up the ranks. And again, you have to go look at the story for yourself if you think I'm lying. Some folks think that these stories are AI stories. It's not. This is what y'all are doing in the community down there, some of y'all. And it is incredibly insane. I wanted to come and visit y'all down there. You know, I heard y'all was thick over there at Huntsville.
Well, your ass is not leaving Africa, nigga.
Because they tell me over there at the Alabama A&M in that city, y'all working with something out there, and I wanted to come and find out. But I don't want to come no more. I think I'm going to stay over here in Africa. Next story.
What that got to do with the college?
So, guys, this last story is crazy. I done heard of girls going wild. I ain't never heard of pastors going wild.
Pastors?
This is a different one, okay?
Hey, man, them
You
pastors be going.
A preacher over at Beulah Land Baptist Church in Gardena. And most of you guys,
where the hell is that?
If you hear about the Beulah Land,
LA,
and it's always Baptist. That's like one of them down south Georgia home churches. And then the slaves came to California. You're going to hear Shiloh, Macedonia, Mount Calvary, St. John, Second Baptist, y'all Third Baptist, San Francisco. Y'all know how y'all do down there. So the pastor done got into it with the member, an older lady.
And this is LA, by the way.
What he did though was diabolical.
Shocking. Hey, don't be surprised if he banging too. Now quit playing.
An older lady. What he did though was diabolical.
Shocking surveillance video shows a man pushing a woman down the stairs.
This is what the pastor did.
Congregants of Beulah Land Missionary Baptist Church in Gardena contend the perpetrator is their very own church leader, Pastor Lorenz Roseman, and the victim, a church elder.
And that's why the members of this church are asking him to step down and resign.
Pastor Roseman
was asking him. Y'all the members of the church, y'all demand that shit. Nigga, you can't come back in this church. Otherwise, we banging on him. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? We banging on him.
Arrested the same day on October 7th, 2025, and released 2 days later on a promise to appear. His alleged victim, Elise McTaw, appeared Sunday with a fractured wrist and toes.
Not the same. After being hurt by somebody.
See, in this situation, y'all boot the pastor. He's not welcome back. Y'all actually trespassed that man from that location. Y'all the people of the church. But see, some of these pastors be having ownership in that shit. So it's like, man, you can't even do that. And then what y'all do is y'all up y'all tithes and gatherings percentages or whatever, however y'all do that. Your tithes and gatherings not only goes to the church, to pay the mortgage on the church if there's a mortgage, to pay the bills, but then y'all help that lady right there with her medical bills, man. That's what a real community would do, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we don't operate like that out here in America. I don't know if they be operating like that out there in some other places. Church is scam regardless most of the time. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you do, bro. Freaky gang banging pastor, straight up. Fuck this nigga out here doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't even trust pastors.
Somebody that you trust and love.
Pastor Roseman didn't want to speak on camera, but did say the discord started when he took action against members of church leadership, who he says were doing things that were illegal and unethical.
Is that right?
He says, quote, when these individuals could not oust me through our church policies and procedures, they began to attack my character and weaponize the legal system against me.
He does not get to put his hands on anyone. These behaviors are not okay. He has to go.
The pastor, we had to bleep it out, family, but you can go look at it. Push the mother of the church down a goddamn steps. Woo! She done broke her pinky, her toe. He didn't pushed her down the porch. Just pushed her. And said the reason why is because they've been doing illegal stuff against me. But it's caught on CCTV. Rev, you can't call the police if they doing something that's illegal. You gotta push.
Right, good Christian man.
The lady down there, and you know Gardena is in LA County, and it's not so many blacks in Gardena anymore. I believe that Bishop Noel Jones Church is out there, but Gardena, it's not a whole bunch of blacks out there. It's a whole bunch of Hispanics. So I'm pretty sure that y'all church is probably dominated by a lot of Hispanics, and you out there acting like that in the community. Now I know it's a lot of hellraisers in Baptist churches. Trust me, I know. My grandma was one of them. Woo! She raised more hell than a Satan would have GoFundMe. I'm trying to tell you. But look, Pastor, we're going to get you about the church, because if you would have pushed my grandma down the them damn steps,
we're blinking it
It
up.
had been some problems. It had been some real issues. You would have had to see these hands or something. It's gonna be. I gotta hit you in the head with the.
Where her gang banging grandsons at? You know what I'm saying? She ain't got no gang down grandson. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she got one of them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Need to slide through, spin that block one time or two. You know, catch them lacking at the next sermon. You know what I'm saying?
Front plate, bro. I'm talking about not the basket, the gold one, the one that with the red material on the inside. It's like a boop. You upside the head. Next story.
We got another one. Huh?
So guys, we had a really good show. A lot of problems. Okay?
Who y'all think got the Dusty Award winner? It's gonna be Alabama for sure.
Okay. First of all, there was your boy, Anton, acting a fool, lying again, as he always does. Anton can't tell the truth to save his damn life. Then we had the Alabama crew. Y'all out there selling all the paraphernalia at the school system, and y'all doing down bad behavior. Then you got Rev, who pushed the mother down the steps. She done broke all her toes and fingers and everything like that. Who shall win the Dusty Award of the day?
Alabama.
Jeopardy music. Drum roll, please. It's the Alabama crew. I'm sorry. Alabama, y'all got one more time. We got to put you in the top 5. Right now, we got top 4. Florida, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina. But Alabama.
Florida probably is dusty. They crazy out there, boy.
Y'all niggas.
The term Florida man is like a viral headline, bro.
Bros is really wanting this work. Y'all really asking for it. And I really want to give it to y'all too, because y'all are dusty. It don't make no sense, Alabama. How y'all have a police officer, all of y'all working together to do the narcotics? For real? And the little illegal clap sessions y'all trying to sell out there? They ought to put you
shut the whole school down, man.
The jail. Throw that dust on them. It's over for you.
They need to shut the whole school down, man. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. T-by P9.